Hiya, don't know who's checked in, but welcome. I'll wait till I know that actually someone is there if they send a message. I'm at work today. I've just been sorting out some area over there, preparation for a fence. Oh, the one person's gone. Hello, whoever that may be. Yeah, it's been chucking it down here. We've only got started about an hour ago today. We've been working on a area clearing to do one of them mesh fences, them security mesh fences. So I haven't done one of them before, but it should be easy enough where we've got to do it. So we're not going to be here much longer. I've got to go and sort out some bits at another job. Yeah, there's two people on. I don't know who the other one is. So you're not. So how in garden are you? Can't do anything today then? It did really come down hard earlier. The drains just couldn't handle it, the speed it come down. But it's not too bad now. It's supposed to clear up for the afternoon now here. So the only thing is making the grass and all the greenery stuff grow so quick at the moment. I don't know who the other person is. It says I've got two on. Regular I've pop up. He hasn't popped up today. Give it a couple of minutes. If I don't get many more people on here, I'll crack on and try again soon. What are we on? 4 minutes. I'll give it to 5 minutes. I should really say when I'm going to do the streams, because then people will be sort of ready. I should actually do them in lunch hour, shouldn't I? I should do them about 1 o'clock. Then a lot of people have their break round 12:30, 1, I would imagine. Oh, we have just got a third person in. That's the problem at the moment. It's on and off, isn't it? It brightens up a bit. You think, oh yeah, we can go now, go and get cracking and get some work done, and then it starts again. So that was like that this morning. Went to come here first. Got to the next village from mine. Then it absolutely hammered down. So I went home and got some stuff to do downtown. So we went and did that. Someone to go and see downtown as well. And then on the way back, it's been alright. It's only tried to rain once since we've been here, and that was nothing to speak of. So, yeah, we've just been clearing, and then Laura's just clearing some old daffodils that are actually left in a border behind me. So that's what she's on at the moment. A lot to do here, but we'll get through it in the end. It's work in progress. But it's warm. It's really humid at the moment. I should try. What I want to do is to try and do a regular stream per week on a sort of certain time, like probably Saturday night, Saturday evening or night, later in the evening when people are sort of fed up with the telly or whatever. Then so about 9:30 or something. I think that would work out alright. I think Laura would get involved as well, so might be something there. I am nearly on 750 subscribers now, so that's pretty good now. Another 250 and I'll be exactly where I always wanted to be. Any more after that, it's just, I'll just class as a bonus. So I'd like the other two people to just drop a comment, so I know who they are, and I like to see who is watching. Actually, the sun's just come out, just broken through, so hopefully we're right for something. Hey, Greg's coming. I knew you'd come in. What's it like in your area, Greg, at the minute? Rain or sun? You won't be mowing if it's rain. You won't be able to collect it. Not with a hater. Actually, I think it's about time Greg did a live stream. He's got over 1,000 now, so yeah, I would like to see a Greg at work video. Year after here, we've got to go and just finish off a little, like, well, I suppose you class it as a little landscaping job. Oh, you must be using a Honda then, if you're collecting fine. Yeah, I'd like to see you do one. Just do a short one for a start. It is weird when you first start doing them, because you actually, you know, if you let it get in your head that you're actually, people are watching you there and then. You know, you just carry on. And the people comment, then you sort of, it brings up the conversation, I find. So yeah, so back out this afternoon mowing, Greg, yeah? I used my Kubota yesterday, and I really think the blades are blunt on that. It's alright on the more wispy grass, but there's some thick grass, and the garden I do, I call it the ugly garden, and I think I need to give them a sharp, and I haven't done them for a while on the Kubota, so Joanne Crofton, never ever seen you comment or anything before, so hi. Where do you know me from, or is it just my channel, or are you on the Pro Gardeners thing? Actually, it's Crofton, I think it is. Yeah, you might be able to just see, if I look, you might be able to see Laura working. Where is she? Where is she? No, I can't quite see her working at the moment. But yeah, don't know what much else to talk about really. It's just I'll get in lunch and then a big lawn. Hate her all day. So yeah, let's hope it don't rain. Now I'm not actually on grass till tomorrow. I'll do one, and then it'll be Thursday and Friday on the grass. I tend to do, well, I've got some little ones to do. How I work it is how the people, some I do it, they're in all week, like the older people, and they're in all week, so I can do that any time. But there's certain people that work all week and they want it done Friday. Oh, well, thanks for commenting today, Joanne. Yeah, Pro Gardeners, sometimes you're better off just to look. I get involved in these, on Pro Gardeners, I get involved in these mower debates, which takes up a lot of time, arguing about which one is best. What vehicle is mean? Well, actually the main one at the moment, I'm in the old T4, the old VW T4, because my Sprinter is has had a respray, so that will be back on the road and be my main one soon. It looks quite smart now. You have a situation with that which the MOT ran out and it looked really scruffy, so it's either get rid or sort of repair it. So that is the main one, but this one I've been using for quite a few weeks now. That's what you reckon, Chris? It was just asked Chris a question earlier. Yeah, I thought about that round figure. I couldn't remember what I charged last time. The only thing is quite close to 2 brick pillars, It's not going to be right next to them, but quite close, so there will be a bit of oversight from them. So what so I might just edge on the side of caution and just go a little bit more, but it will be an estimate anyway. But thanks for that. I've got to get them a price, and there's another little job there to do as well. But yeah, the other one I asked you about before, the one with the fence spurs, that all went alright. Got a video of that coming up with even a bit of banter with Laura on that one. So that should be... Well, the problem is they've got two gates there in the middle. The driveway's fairly narrow, and the posts that are already there, it's going to make it narrow if I put any posts or anything. So what I was going to do is I just suggested put them on their new posts away from the wall altogether, because what had happened, the old hinges of the other gates have sort of pulled out the brick a bit. So I didn't really want to mess around with the brick pillars really. But what I was going to do is fit it slightly inside the garden, and so it opens inside, so put the post quite near the wall. She seemed to be happy with that. I'm not particularly bothered about, I don't particularly want to mess around with the or near the pillars too much, because could land up opening up a can of worms if I drill through or whatever and crack some of the walls or something. So that's why I thought putting the post in and doing it separate, it would sort of be better that way. But that is a point. I may have been able to do that. Actually I'll switch around and just show you what we've been clearing. We've been clearing there, just that area along there, because that's all the mess from it there. And that's I'm putting some that mesh fencing, like with V-bits in, like got a couple of V-bit security fencing. It's going along there and along there to stop dog getting out, and that's like a rough area in there, and that's to stop sort of people coming through as well. So even though they can get through along there, but anyway. So yeah, I've got to move that big boulder thing there, which weighs a ton, so I have to tow that out of the way. And then I'm going to probably come out there, go along there, and then along the fence like that. So I've never fitted down mesh fencing before, but it looks pretty straightforward. So yeah, that's what we're on here. But yeah, late start today. I'd planned a totally different day to how it is at the moment. So yeah, so I'm just doing other jobs where, because the grass got pretty wet here this morning, because it, yeah, like I said, it hammered down. But I'm gonna have to crack on in a minute, help Laura, and then we've got a job. It's only a mile away down the road, and then pop home and have lunch, and then see if I can do a regular this afternoon, because I don't like getting to Wednesday and I haven't done one of my weekly regulars. So at least if I get one done, it will ease it up a little bit. Our chain link, they're always fun. We used to do quite a lot of them, but I found I used to, rather than put the little hoops on to hold it to the wires, I'll answer your question in a second, Greg. The little loop things to hold it onto the wires, what we used to do is actually wire the wire into it. But God, didn't that make your fingers sore trying to pull them and hook them in like that? We did quite a few of them. They come out quite nice. And what I bought, on the end you have the restraining post, well on these ones anyway, restraining post with the angling. I bought these little things called vice bites. So rather than cutting the bird's mouth into it, I just put these vice bites on and they work really well. How's the Hater Rider? Not been used too much really, because I got it quite late on. It's at home, every time I start it up starts great. I want to set the cutters higher on the big Hater, because I'm half tempted, because I'm not going to be using it on too many other places this year. Here I might be using it where I actually am now, and they have got space in their shed, so I'm thinking if we're up against it we can have we can have 2 mowers going, there one and the hater. But I've just got when I use it here before, it cut a little bit too low here. I need to just adjust it up a bit. So yeah, it's going great, but haven't had really much time to look at it or anything much. It's actually got reg number on. I've never even sent for the reg certificate yet, so I should do that. Oh, you might. Yeah, I'll tell you how I did these ones. I just had the bolt with the eye on it and did it like that. But it's been a long time since I've done one of them. I used to do a lot of work for a big landlord, and we did quite a lot of them. Because if I had one there, it was like for like. And all we used to just do is bash the stakes in, and then fit it along like that. But I quite enjoy doing them. Really, they're all right. They look they're simple, aren't they? You know, it's a simple fence. But they weren't actually coach bolts. Quite like coach bolts, but just got the ring on the end, and then they just bolt. So what we used to do is pull it as tight as we possibly could, and then put the bolt through, then pulled as tight as I could, then bolt through the bolt. So they were quite long bolts, and I just cut the end off afterwards. That's how we did it. But I have seen the winding things. You can get the winding things, can't you, to tighten up like you. Well, I know it's different things you could buy, I remember. Yeah, and then I bought another tool for something as well. I forget what that was for. Oh, that's the Draper chain tensioning tool. Yeah, so like you can lever against a post and you can pull it to pull the like barbed wire or whatever. Oh, Forestry Commission. So what's distance have you got to do with that? Laura actually used to hate doing that, but some of it was on cold days, so your hands hurt a little bit on the cold days doing that. But I didn't mind it. You know, once you get the post and that in, you sort of get a fence up quite quick. So, but a bit knackering using the post banger. I used the post banger on them, but 50 metres. Do they come in? Can you get a 50 metre roll? Or do they come in 225s? I think they used to come in 25s, if I can remember rightly. And I ordered none for years. Probably about 3 years ago I did the last one of them. This one here is just a solid mesh panels, I've been on nearly 20 minutes. I have to get off in a minute. Yeah, and I've found a place to supply them, so I'll put them up here. I would have done something different there a little bit myself, but oh, you can get them in rolls of 75 metres. What height? What we used to only do, I think, was just a metre. I think they were just a metre mainly what we did. But it's